everyone. In this video, we're going to work on writing two-step equations. So the learning goal is we are learning to write two-step equations for various situations. Let's take a look at the first example. Anytime a problem gives you a picture or a graph or a table, before you even read the question, try to examine the whole thing, see what's going on. What are the numbers that you see? What are the letters that you see? If you can make sense of a picture or a graph or a table before you even get to the question, you're already halfway there, okay? So I see this blue triangle. Do I know what kind of triangle it is? Sure, and actually the word is right here. It is an isosceles triangle. And if you can remember, an isosceles triangle is a triangle where two sides are congruent. They are the same measure, which also means that the two angles opposite those sides are the same measure. Just fun isosceles facts for you. Let me erase this as to not confuse you. So I have two side lengths that are congruent and they're unknown lengths. So it says x feet. Okay, I'm working with feet. And then the base of the triangle is already labeled for me and it's 12 feet. So when I talk about triangles, maybe they want me to find area, the measure, the inside of the triangle. Maybe they want me to find the perimeter. Maybe they want me to turn this triangle. Maybe they want me to flip this triangle. I don't know. Let's read the question. Okay? Now, when you read a word problem, you want to break it down. You want to make sure that you're understanding each word that's in that problem. So, the perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 60 feet. The base is 12 feet long. Write an equation that can be used to find the lengths of the congruent sides. So any word problem, you want to read it a couple times. The first time, you just want to read it. Read the whole thing through. The second time you read it, you're going to want to break down, okay, the perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 60 feet. Okay, what do I know in that sentence? I'm looking for perimeter, and do you know how to find the perimeter? Perimeter is when I add all the sides together. So the perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 60 feet. So I'm going to write that over here. My perimeter is 60 feet. The base is 12 feet long, and we know that because it's already labeled for us. Write an equation that could be used to find the lengths of the congruent sides. To find the lengths of the congruent sides, what does that mean? Well, my congruent sides are x, and I want to find those lengths. So I need to find x. And I need to do that by writing an equation. Okay? An equation has what in it? Well, it almost looks like it's the word equal. So an equation has an equal sign in it. So I'm going to write an equation to find x that shows the perimeter of this triangle, which is 60 feet. So let's get started. The perimeter means add up all the sides. So what is side number 1? Let's call side number 1 12 feet. Plus side number 2, we'll call that x. And the last side is also x. Does it matter what order I put it in? Could I have written x plus 12? Doesn't matter. Remember, order doesn't matter in addition. Now I need that equation part, which means I definitely need an equal sign. And what is the perimeter equal to? 60 feet. That's it. I just need an equation that shows the perimeter to find x. Now, if we wanted to take it a step further, sure, why not? Just for fun. X plus x is 2x plus my 12 equals 60. Do you know what to do next? Let's eliminate the constant by getting rid of the 12. Oopsie, what is that? Crazy. Minus 12 on both sides. I'm left with 2x equals, what's 60 minus 12? 48. Now this is 2 times x, so I'm going to do the opposite and divide. So x is equal to 24. Which means that this side is 24, plus this side is 24, plus my 12, which will give me a perimeter of 60. Again, it didn't ask for you to solve x, but maybe that might be part B or part C. Eventually, they will. But for today, we're focusing on writing that equation. But down here, I did include a little bit of part A. Part A says write an expression for the perimeter in feet of the isosceles triangle. Use the variable x to stand for the unknown information. So now, this same problem, but they want me to write an expression. What's different between an expression and an equation? Because I already have my equation. I need an expression for the perimeter. An expression does not have the equal sign. So if I'm looking for the perimeter, I'm going to add all the sides. So side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. That is the expression, no equal sign. Now some of you might ask, should I simplify it? I would definitely say yes. You always want to simplify if you can. This is the expression to represent the perimeter of that isosceles triangle. And we used x to stand for the unknown. In your notes, you want to write down the difference between an expression and an equation. It's really important that we know the proper vocabulary, especially when we're asked to explain our answers. So an expression are algebraic terms that do not include an equal sign. So 3x minus 4, this is a term, and minus 4 is another term, right? They can be joined by addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Sometimes you might see a square root, square, but they do not have an equal sign. Whereas an equation has terms in it. 3x is a term, negative 7 is a term, 12 is a term. But they also include equal signs. If you are asked to write an equation, you must make sure you include an equal sign. Example number 2. Chelsea buys a shirt and shoes at the store with the coupon shown. Okay, we'll get to the coupon in a second. Let's do that read through first. The price of the shirt before the discount is $22, and her total discount is $18.55. Write an equation to find the price of the shoes before the discount. Okay, so do that full read through, and now let's go through and see what we know. Chelsea's going shopping. She buys a shirt and she buys shoes. So she buys a shirt plus she's buying some shoes, right? If you go to the mall and you buy things, you're going to add up all the prices together. With the coupon code shown, so she's getting 50% off of her entire purchase. Well, what do you know about 50% off? 50% is always out of 100. Okay? You might also know 50% is half of something, right? You're taking half the price off. Or 50% as a decimal is 5/10 or 50/100ths, right? These are all little facts you might want to jot down. What else do you know about 50%? Write it down, okay? I'm taking 50% off of my shirt and my shoes. Okay, let's keep going. The price of the shirt before the discount is $22. So I have my shirt and it's $22. So let's include that. And her total discount is $18.55. Remember, is can mean equals. So that's when she goes to her register, she pays, she gives her the coupon, and her total is $18.55. So I need to write an equation to find the price of the shoes before the discount. Do we know how much the shoes are? No, that is our unknown. So I'm going to throw in an X for the shoes. Let's change the color. Why is my color not changing? That's weird. So I have shirt plus my shoes, which I don't know, is going to come to $18.55. But what about the coupon? Where should I put that in my equation? Well, think about when you go to the register. I'm going to add the shirt and the shoes together. And for 50% off, I'm taking half of it. So I can take half of that sum. I can do 50% of that sum. I could do it as 5/10 of that sum, all of these would equal my final amount of $18.55. All of these equations are equivalent. It just depends. Would you rather work with a fraction? A lot of you guys I know like to go decimal mode. It's up to you. It doesn't matter because when you simplify, again, I don't know why my color's not working. Oh, there it is. Half of 22 is 11. 0.50 or 50 hundredths times 22 is 11. 5/10 times 22 is 11. They're all equivalent. So pick which one you like the most. Just know that you need 50% of your shirt and shoes is going to be equal to $18.55 at the end of your transaction. And all it asked for was to write an equation. Now, for fun, you can go on and continue to solve the problem, but for this problem, you don't necessarily need to. And the last example, Carl is making the kite shown. Take a look at the kite. Okay, kite has 4 sides. 2 of them are already labeled. The other 2 I don't know. Okay, it has a perimeter of 120 inches. The 2 longer sides of the kite are the same length. Write an equation that could be used to find the length of each of the longer sides. So again, there's that equation word. So read it through once. Let's read it again. Carl's making the kite shown. It has a perimeter of 120 inches. Again, perimeter, add up all the sides. This one, plus this one, plus this one, plus this one. All has to equal 120. The 2 longer sides of the kite are the same length. So if this is 24, this would be the longer side. And these are the same. And I don't know what they are. So if I label this one X, the other one also has to be X because they are the same. Write an equation that could be used to find the length of each of the longer sides. So I'm actually solving for X. So I need that equation. Let's perimeter it up and add all the sides. So side 1 could be 24. Side 2, 24. Plus, I don't know the third side, and I don't know the fourth side. But I do know all together they have to equal 120 inches. It's also just a little fun fact to make sure you pay attention if this is in inches and this is in inches. Sometimes they like to throw it out there. This one could be in feet and this one could be in inches. So just pay attention to the units. So there's my equation. Now, should I simplify my equation? I would say yes, definitely. Anytime you can simplify an equation or a fraction, you definitely want to. So let's combine the like terms. X plus X is 2X. Bring down my equals 120. And these are also like terms. What's 24 plus 24? 48. Here is my equation to find the side lengths. Okay, you want to take it a step further? Sure. You're going to minus 48 from both sides. 48. And bring down your 2x equals, what's 120 minus 48? 72. And then this, you're going to divide both sides by 2 to isolate the variable. And what is 72 divided by 2? X equals 36, which makes this side 36 inches and this side 36 inches. Let's go try some more on our own.